Guys, what's up? Long time no see. So basically I have an announcement that I want to make, and I'm going to actually answer a question that I got. I believe I got this question from, I actually got quite a few questions, but I'm going to skip down and I'm going to answer King of Blades' question first, only because in answering his question I will be able to tell you guys some very important information in regards to the future of this channel. So King of Blades asked me, I noticed you haven't been doing much on here. Are you planning on doing a return or staying on hiatus? So basically the announcement that I want to make for this video is that I am going to start uploading again on this channel, and from now on the videos that I upload are going to be Madoka discussions and they're going to be Madoka theories. For those of you that are wondering, yes, I have decided to resume the channel as Mami-Sexual again. The reason that I haven't been uploading consistently since I decided to change my name back, after I uploaded the Tomi video and the thing about Magia recording the Gisa, is because I have been trying to set myself up to be able to do daily videos on this channel. Ideally, I would like to be able to upload a video every single day that is related to a theory or a discussion. It's just been taking me a lot of time to prepare for being able to do something like that. So that's essentially why I haven't been uploading a lot, because I've just been working on videos and trying to get myself in a position where I can give you guys videos every day. So what's basically going to happen now is, starting next week during the time of this recording, I'm going to start uploading videos to this channel. And how it's going to work is that my goal is to ultimately give you guys videos every single day, but I'm going to do this very, very slowly. So in other words, I'm going to start uploading videos to this channel again next week after this one. And like I said, all the videos that I upload are going to be discussions, theories, and I might make some videos where I make announcements and let you guys know what's going on with the channel. But yeah, next week I'm going to start uploading again, and so make sure to come back to this channel. I'm probably going to be uploading on Tuesday and I think Thursday of next week during the time of this recording. And I'm going to start off, very slow in relationship to the things that I upload, and over time you're going to see the number of uploads gradually increase. It's going to start off with just a few videos every week, and then over the weeks you guys are going to see that the number of uploads and the number of videos that you see is going to steadily increase, because I'm trying to ease into the idea of giving you daily content. So that's going to start next week. So I essentially made this video because I wanted to answer some questions, and I wanted to let you guys know that I am officially back. So anybody who's excited, or anybody who has really wanted to, see videos from me, you can rest assured I have been making lots of Madoka videos, and starting next week you can essentially say it's going to be the resurrection of Mami-Sexual and the resurrection of this channel. And so I just wanted to answer King of Blades' question. I haven't been uploading a lot because I've been working on videos and I've been trying to get myself, in a position to give you guys daily content, which I'm going to start doing. So yeah, that's basically answering his first question. And King of Blades is also asking me, what are your thoughts on Madoka Magica Record? So one of the videos that I'm going to upload next week during the time of this recording is actually going to be a video where I talk about my feelings on Magia Record, in the idea that a new anime is going to come out. So if you are interested in hearing my thoughts, you definitely want to make sure that you are, around my channel next week. Be sure to hit notifications, because there's some kind of weird glitch on YouTube where even if you subscribe to a channel, YouTube does not always show you the videos, because YouTube has a weird system. It's kind of like they prioritize what videos you see based on what videos you consistently watch from other YouTubers. So, even if you're subscribed to me, you're not guaranteed to see my videos. The only way that you can really see my videos, or you're guaranteed to see what I upload, is by turning on notifications. So make sure that, the people who are subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and that way when I start uploading videos again, you guys will be able to see them. As I said, from this moment forward, I'm going to be mostly focusing on discussions and theories. So if you subscribe to this channel hoping to get that, then definitely want to turn on notifications. So yeah, next week I'm going to upload the video in relationship to Magia Record, and I'm going to let you guys know all of my thoughts. So look forward to that. And let's see, the other question that King of Blades asking is, thoughts on each magical girl. I know you talk about this briefly in various videos, but just want to see how your opinion has changed. Let's see here. So I'm assuming that he wants me to talk about what are my thoughts on all the characters. I'm assuming that I'm assuming King of Blades is asking what are my thoughts on the main characters of the Madoka series, meaning, Mami, Madoka, Homura, and Kyoko and Sayaka. I'm assuming that he wants me to give my thoughts on them. He wasn't like specific, but that's what I'm thinking. Well, Mami is still my favorite character. If I'm being honest, she's still my favorite character in the Madoka Magica series. Actually, for those of you who like my reaction videos, I'm not going to be uploading reaction videos on this channel anymore because I've decided I'm going to start uploading, non-discussion and non-theory Madoka videos on my second channel. I'm going to link in the description, but if you're somebody who is like a longtime viewer and you like my mommy reaction videos that I used to do back in the day, you definitely want to check out my second channel because I did a reaction video to a Madoka Magica Abridged series. I think it was the third episode of Magically Abridged, if I'm not mistaken. In that video, I'm essentially gushing over Mami because she has like a lot of moments in that particular episode. So if you're somebody who really likes my mommy reaction videos, I'll have a link to that video in my second channel below. You definitely want to subscribe to that channel because like I said, I'm going to be uploading Madoka stuff on there, but it's going to be like non-discussion stuff because this channel is strictly for the discussions and the theories. And so yeah, to answer his question, Mami is still my favorite character. I would say for the most part, my feelings in relationship to the girls haven't really changed all that much since I started making videos. The one character that I will say that my opinion has changed is actually Homura. I'm trying to decide if I should tell you guys what my feelings are on her because recently my perspective on her has changed and I can definitely say that I do like her now. It used to be that I didn't like her so much and then I became neutral toward her, and now I can definitely say that, something has occurred recently which has made me change my perspective. I have a video that I'm going to release eventually where I'm going to talk about that, so I think I'm not really going to spoil too much of what I think about her. The only thing that I can say is that I do have a perspective on her which has made me like her. So yeah, I'm gonna have a video eventually where I'm gonna talk about why that's the case. But I would say with the exception of Homura, my thoughts on all the girls are pretty much unchanged. Mami is my favorite character in Madoka. Sayaka has always been my second favorite. After that is Kyoko, after that is Madoka, and Homura is like in last place, but so I would say for the most part, if I had to give a general perspective, I love Sayaka because I feel like Sayaka is the most relatable character in the Madoka Magica series. I feel like, it's funny because I have a video where I actually talk about my overall feelings on Sayaka, and I guess to kind of sum it up, my perspective on Sayaka has always been that her story is proof that you don't have to be perfect in order to be an imperfect masterpiece. And that's kind of basically how I view Sayaka. I think what makes Sayaka great is the fact that out of all the characters in the original series, she is portrayed as being the most human, in my personal opinion. It's like, because I think we all can relate to Sayaka's story. It's like Sayaka is a character who, in the original series, she sort of didn't really like herself. She was not very confident, and she, so she had a lot of issues. But I feel like a lot of us can probably relate to a lot of this. Like I can definitely say that at one point in my life, I didn't have so much confidence, or I didn't necessarily like myself. But I think that's what makes Sayaka great, because you can kind of look at Sayaka and you can sort of see like something that you can kind of relate to. But at the same time, I think that despite the fact that we all know that Sayaka is not perfect, I think a lot of us love her because of the fact that she's human. I love the Madoka series because it portrays all the girls in their darkest moments and their happiest moments, and we're able to, and I'm able to look at this series and I'm able to really feel like, it's okay to be imperfect. It's okay, because these characters really help you. At least for me, they help me to feel as though I don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, because we're all imperfect masterpieces. So yeah, that's basically why I love Sayaka. I love the fact that she's, shown to be vulnerable. I like Kyoko. I think my love of Kyoko is probably the same as why most people like Kyoko. I like Kyoko because she's feisty, I guess what makes Kyoko great is the fact that she's not afraid to be herself. I think that Kyoko has a very outspoken personality in terms of how she acts and how she speaks and how she carries herself in the original series. It's like she's very, tomboyish, but she kind of has this cool girl style with the pocky sticks and the dancing and she's really badass and she's really strong. And I love the relationship that she has with Mami. If you read the Different Story manga, then you probably might know that Mami and Kyoko have a little bit of a senpai relationship. But yeah, so I think Kyoko's a badass. She's not my favorite character, but I've always respected her and I've always thought, she was just really cool. And yeah, so I like Kyoko. Madoka, I definitely do like Madoka. I think what I like the most about Madoka is the fact that I like the fact that Madoka is a very empathetic being. I like the fact that she's the kind of character who is able to feel the pain of others, and the fact that she actually cares enough about others that she's able to put herself in their position, and that she actually goes out of her way to help them or to care for them or to worry about them. I think that Madoka's sensitivity and is probably what I love most about her. I would probably say, so it's like she's one of those girls that doesn't necessarily do a whole lot in the original series, but I think that how she's able to absorb all the information of what's happening with the girls in Cube, and the fact that she willingly, I guess, sacrifices herself in trying to help them. I personally don't believe in self-sacrifice. I think that while it is great to love and care for other people, I think it's just as important to care about yourself. But I still admire Madoka's, courage and her resolve to want to help, the people that she has grown to care for in relationship to, all of her friends and all the girls who ever made wishes. So I really love Madoka's empathy. I love the fact that she is like an empath. And so Madoka is really great. So yeah, that is So those are some basic perspectives that I have. I'm going to link some videos in the description where I talk more about because I actually have a video where I talk about Mami. I have a video where I talk about Madoka and Sayaka, so I'm gonna have those videos links below. Okay, so the other question that King of Blades is asking me is, what can we expect from you in the future? Well, I essentially answered that question at the start of this video. You can expect daily uploads from me. I'm going to be uploading videos daily to this channel, but I'm going to be doing it very slowly. I'm going to start off with a few videos. I'm also going to make sure to have a schedule for you guys as to what days I'm going to upload. So stay tuned for that. I will let you know. But yeah, that's basically it. My goal is to slowly give you guys weekly content, and I'm going to slowly be giving you that over the next few weeks. You're going to see my uploads start off very small, and then they're just going to gradually increase. So my plans are to give you videos every day. My plans are to give you videos that are exclusively Madoka discussions and Madoka theories, as well as fact videos and informative videos, analysis videos, things like that. Basically things that will help us to, talk more about the series and things that will help you to appreciate and learn more about the series that you love, that I also love. I also have some special videos that I'm also going to be uploading. I don't want to give anything away, but while it is true that I do want to start making, the Madoka theories and discussions and everything, I also have ideas of different ways of going about these particular discussions. I also have ways that I'm hoping to interact more with you guys, meaning the people that are watching my videos. It's just like with this video, for example. This is a Q&A that I wanted to do because I wanted to have a chance to essentially engage with you guys and talk to you guys more. And I want to be able to do more of these types of videos in the future. And aside from Q&As, I just want to make like more videos where you guys are going to be like more involved with the stuff that I make on this channel. So I'm definitely going to be, I have a lot of different ideas for projects of where we can kind of work together on certain videos. So I'm going to be uploading, videos in the future where I'm going to talk more about that. And I'm also going to be live streaming more. I want live streaming to be something that I do more consistently on this channel. I used to do it a lot, but I essentially stopped, a while ago. But I'm going to be trying to come up with some kind of a schedule where I'm giving you guys videos like really often in a week, and I'm also going to be trying to get more live streams in, so I can also like interact with you guys and have like live Madoka discussions and everything. So yeah, I have a lot of plans. And like I said, I also have some other plans of different types of videos that I'm gonna make within, you know, talking about Madoka. But I don't want to necessarily give it away. All I can say is that I definitely have a lot of plans for the future. 2019 is going to be a huge year for this channel. You guys are going to be getting some really creative, amazing videos that I've always wanted to do. And as I said, they will be in the realm of discussions and theories, so you don't have to worry. Because I know that, you know, I know a lot of you guys really enjoy those, and I enjoy making those. So yeah, look forward to that. I have a lot of surprises and a lot of different things I'm going to be trying. So anyway, I believe those are all of King of Blaze questions. I'm also going to briefly, so for those of you that don't know, YouTube has this community tab thing where I can essentially post messages about, I guess I can use this to kind of talk to you guys without making a video. I don't necessarily know how this works. I think that if you're subscribed to my channel and you have notifications enabled, I think that you're able to see, you know, these little messages that I post. And as I said, I'm going to be using this YouTube feature to sort of, you know, do special things with you guys. Like, for example, I made a video a while ago where I mentioned the idea that I was interested in the idea of going daily on this channel, and I essentially asked you guys what your opinions were with the idea of me uploading daily content, and a lot of you guys really seem to like the idea of me uploading videos every day. And then some people were, and then of course you had some people who were very considerate, because they were like, oh, you should definitely upload videos, but don't work yourself too hard. And yeah, so if you want to be involved in in some of the things that I might do like on this channel, like for example, if I make a video asking you guys, you know, like making a poll or letting you guys know that I'm doing a Q&A like these, then you definitely want to turn on notifications. And I guess maybe just sometimes, because I don't know how these things show in the YouTube feed, but the only thing that I can say is that be on the lookout, because when I do another Q&A like this one, I'm probably going to post it, and I'm probably going to announce it to let you guys know what it is that I'm doing, you know. So yeah, be sure to turn on notifications and be subscribed, so that the next time I do a Q&A, you guys can be involved, so that you can have your questions answered in a video like this. And I might make this a series. I haven't decided yet, but I might make it a series where you guys can essentially ask me, you know, questions. I suppose I may call it, you know, Answer Me Mami-Senpai, possibly. So maybe we can consider this to be the first episode, like the first episode of Answer Me Mami-Senpai. So, yeah, so there you go. This is Mami-Senpai. So, okie dokie. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some other questions. Any new anime series that you have been watching? Yes. Let's see here. I will admit that I haven't been watching that much anime recently. But the one anime that I did get into, which is not a new anime, is an anime that goes by the name of Higurashi. Again, Higurashi is not a new anime by any stretch of the imagination. It's actually older, but I recently got into it. I watched the first season as well as the second season, and I'm currently watching the third season, which is a little short OVA thing. Higurashi is fantastic. That is one of my favorite anime I have seen in a very long time. Like, it is just phenomenal. I'm not sure if I want to spoil it on here, but, you know, Higurashi is great. And I also think that if you're somebody that likes Madoka, there are a lot of similarities between Higurashi and Madoka. I mean, number one, it has cute girls. It has a setting that comes across as being very innocent at first, and then over time, as the story kicks in, and then as each episode passes, you start to see this plot, which essentially has like a lot of horror elements that are kind of like, you know, like shoveled into it, kind of like you essentially have all these horror elements that are kind of taking place within every episode. And what's really great, and what I like the most about it is actually the story, because it's basically a mystery as to how certain characters essentially die, and how there seems to just be this reoccurring pattern of of mysterious deaths that just keep happening. So and the way that the show reveals who is behind, the mystery of what goes on with these characters in their little village is just amazing. Everything about Higurashi is amazing. I love, I'm just in love with the characters, and I'm in love with the world, and just basically everything. So yeah, Higurashi is the most recent anime that I have watched, that I have fallen in love with. So yeah, so thank you, King of Blades, for answering, for asking me those questions. I appreciate it, especially since I know you've been following me on this channel for a really long time. Like you've always been consistent in my live streams, and you've been consistent with my videos. So I really do appreciate, the fact that you've been around for as long as you have. So I'm going to basically scroll back up. I essentially decided to answer King of Blades' question first because it kind of pertained to the announcement that I wanted to make about going daily and blah blah blah. So anyway, okay, so the next question is by Blueberry Gummer. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I think you just recently subscribed to my channel. I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like you're like very like new, and I think you are. If I'm wrong, then let me know. But in any case, welcome. I'm very happy that you're here. So welcome to the channel. So your question is, was Mami your favorite character? That's a really good question. Why is Mami my favorite? I just want to clarify. Yes, it has been a while since I've made videos about Madoka on this channel, but Mami is still my favorite character among all the girls in the original series. The reason that I like her is because when I first got into the Madoka series, I didn't really know anything about, the story or the characters, but I basically watched an anime music video which was called The Day Man. If you've never seen that AMV, it is amazing. This was my introduction to Mami, and I didn't know anything about her at the time. The only thing that I knew is that, I felt like she was really badass with the way that she was, shooting guns and essentially blowing just a whole bunch of shit up like crazy. And I really enjoyed, like, seeing her in this anime music video. Because again, she just came across as being really badass in terms of the shooting and the acrobatics and blah blah blah. So you could essentially say this was my trailer introduction to want to watch the Madoka series. And then when I got into the series, what I found myself loving about her was her character design. I really loved Mami's character design when I first got into the series. And I would say that my love of Mami really started to become what it was after I started reading the different story manga, because in the original anime, because I got into Madoka back in 2012, which was a year after it had originally came out, and there wasn't really a lot of information about Mami in terms of who she was at that time. I mean, obviously since then there have been video games, there have been, different like mangas that have gone more in depth with her character, but when I first got into Madoka, there wasn't a lot out there. So the only thing I really had to cling to was the fact that she has basically the best character design of any female anime character to ever exist, and the fact that she was a real badass and really powerful with her gun acrobatics, and that she was basically a performer. So these were the aspects of Mami that I grew to love as I watched the series and as I rewatched it. When I started to read the different story manga, I started to love her for different reasons, because what I like about the different story manga is that it showcases Mami being very vulnerable. And I mentioned before, this is how I feel about Sayaka. I love the fact that this series portrays, these girls when they're in very vulnerable states, because it just like I couldn't help but feel Mami's pain when it's displayed in a different story manga, how lonely she is and how much she wants to be able to connect with somebody after losing her parents, and and after, I guess, having a fight with Kyoko. Sorry for spoiling Different Story if you haven't read it, but if you haven't read Different Story, you really should go check that out. I also have like a drama CD on the channel that sort of gives some clarification that you can look up on my channel somewhere. But yeah, so I love Mami for how she looks, and I love her for the way that she fights, and I also love her for how she is displayed in Different Story, and the idea of her being a person who is very vulnerable. It's like she's lonely, and despite the fact that she has nobody to help her and nobody to support her, she was still a person who was able to sort of rise above in the ranks of being a magical girl. Because what's really great about Mami is that because you can make an argument that every single girl in the series for them to have obtained the level of strength that they have, they needed help from other people. Like, it goes without saying that Mami is like a mentor to Madoka, Homura, Sayaka, and Kyoko, and you know, and you could make the argument that all of them kind of had each other. Like Homura had Mami as well as Madoka to help her to become stronger, and Madoka always looked up to Mami, and it's shown in different timelines that Mami had obviously influenced and helped Madoka to become, you know, a better magical girl, and Sayaka always had, you know, the help of her, she always had the help of like Mami and the other girls as well too. And Kyoko was also a person who got a lot of help from Mami, but Mami pretty much had nobody. Mami did not have any help from anybody when she was first starting off as a magical girl. She didn't have friends, she didn't have parents, and yet she was able to be able to make herself into a strong, well-respected magical girl by herself. And I think that showcases how strong she is, like how mentally strong she is, despite the fact that people want to say she's not mentally strong. I think that her ability to obtain the strength that she was able to within the series by herself is a representation of how strong she is. She was able to survive not having anybody to help her, not having, you know, any like human contact that was really like beneficial for her in becoming magical girl. So that's one aspect of Mami that I also love. I think that it says a lot about how great she is. It's like she's beautiful, but at the same time she's very much strong. She's a very strong person. So yeah, so I like that about Mami. I also like, Mami is also a character that I can relate to because we both experienced the loss of our parents at a young age. So we have that in common, and we're both Virgos. So yeah, those are basically my feelings about Mami at the top of my head. There's probably more that I'm not currently thinking of. This is essentially me just giving you like my thoughts as I'm quickly recording this. This is also another thing that I want to try more on my channel. Like, I want to do like more webcam stuff where I'm kind of showing you guys like more of like my face and stuff like that. So this is another little thing that I'm going to be doing more often on this channel, I think, just to kind of switch it up. You know, I mean, I love editing videos, but sometimes I think doing these kind of videos would be a fun little experiment because I don't usually do these kinds of videos. I think I only have one discussion video on this channel. Well, I have very few discussion videos on this channel where I'm talking in front of a camera. But anyway, so yeah, thank you again for the question, the Blueberry Gummer. I appreciate it a lot. Hope to see you around more on the channel. Okay, so the next question that I'm going to answer is Imaru Kimura. I think that's how you say your name. Imaru Kimura. Okay. And your question is, what are your thoughts about all the spin-off mangas or the main girls of Magia record? Let's see here. What are my thoughts on the spin-off manga? My favorite spin-off manga is Different Story. Essentially, it tells the backstory of how Mami met Kyoko, and at the same time, it also tells a really awesome what-if story of what would have happened if Mami was able to survive her encounter with Charlotte. So I think the manga was very well done. I personally think Different Story is just as good, if not possibly even better than the original Madoka Magica anime. It's funny how everybody's always talking about, oh, I want to see a fourth movie, or people are talking about how we're gonna get Magia record, and I'm just like, why don't we just get an anime about the freaking Different Story manga? Like, that would be awesome. Like, that would be so great. And I really think that if this manga got made into an anime, it would do like so freakishly well. It's not even a joke. If they made this into an anime, it would be amazing. It would just be so freaking amazing. So yeah, Different Story is my favorite manga. My second favorite manga is Suzune Magica manga. I actually have an unboxing of that on the channel somewhere, but I really love that manga, mostly because of Suzune. Suzune is probably my second favorite magical girl in the whole series. If we're just talking about like every magical girl in the Madoka franchise, like if we're just talking about the main cast, my second favorite is Sayaka. But if we're talking about like magical girls as a whole, like in the entire like Madoka series, Suzune is like my second favorite. I just consider her to be a better version of Homura, if I'm being completely honest, because she is very, very similar to Homura in terms of personality. I suppose that's probably another reason to look forward to Magia record, since I know that she appears in the spin-off manga, so there's a chance she might appear in the anime, which is pretty exciting. But so I really love Suzune Magica. I want to make a review of the manga at some point, but I just really love the character designs, and I think the story is pretty good. I think I would have preferred it if the story was a little bit more complex, because Suzune Magica is very straightforward. But I'm going to get more into that, and hopefully in like a review where I give all of my thoughts. But yeah, so Suzune Magica is my second favorite manga. My third favorite Madoka manga, I think, is Oracle Magica. Oracle Magica, from my perspective, Oracle Magica is basically a fusion of different story, as well as as well as Suzune Magica. It's basically taking both of these mangas and kind of putting them together. That is my interpretation of Oracle Magica, because what Oracle Magica does in the idea of connecting these two together for me is that, first off, Oracle Magica essentially has the same story in Suzune Magica, with the idea of, you have these mysterious killings, these mysterious magical girl killings. Like, there's like a little mystery as to who is killing, off random magical girls in both series. Not to mention Suzune Magica has all the characters, with the exception of Kyubey, are all like new characters that have been implemented into the series. And it's just like how in Oracle Magica, you essentially have 3 new characters that are implemented into the Madoka world, who essentially kind of take center stage. I guess you can kind of say they're sort of like the main characters of this spin-off manga, you can kind of say. And you essentially have a lot of involvement with Mami and Kyoko in this particular manga, just like in different story. They're very heavily involved, more so than Homura and Madoka, and I don't even think is Sayaka in Oracle Magica. I don't even think Sayaka is in Oracle Magica. Wow, that sucks. I don't think she is. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Sayaka is in Oracle Magica, but yeah, Oracle Magica is really great. I'm trying to think of what else there is, because I'm thinking that there's probably more. For some reason, those are basically the 3 mangas within Madoka that really stand out. I mean, I've read a few. Like, I read Homura's Revenge. I read the first volume of Homura's Revenge. I didn't particularly like that manga too much when I first read it, because at the time I wasn't a big Homura fan. Perhaps if I read it now, maybe I would like it a little bit more. But that was kind of like my main issue with that manga back then. But yeah, I think for the most part, as far as mangas are concerned, the 3 that I just mentioned are my favorite ones, and I just can't really think of any other mangas that I like in relationship to the spin-off ones. But I will be making videos about more of the mangas, so yeah, look forward to that, and hopefully this was a satisfying answer to your question, Imaru Kimura. So let's see here. So yeah, and you also want me to talk about Magia Record. So I'm gonna make a video where I give you guys my opinions about Magia Record. But what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to basically perform a magic trick, and I'm going to basically have my 2 favorite girls of Magia Record on the screen. So razzle dazzle bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay, so one girl should have appeared somewhere, and then you have the second one. Boom. Okay. So basically, the girls that you're currently seeing on the screen are my 2 favorite characters in Magia Record. Like, as far as the new girls are concerned, these are basically my 2 favorites. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail as to why I like these particular girls, because I want to make videos where I talk about why they're my favorites, so I don't want to give it all away here. But look forward to that. I will definitely. But yeah, but for now, you can consider this a preview. So these are my 2 favorite girls. So there you go. Okay, so moving on. Okay, I'm just gonna randomly press the heart on these videos, just randomly. You guys get all of the hearts. Okay, so I got a question from Magneti LDO or something like that. I call you Magetti, I guess. I'm not sure how to really say her name. Hopefully I said it right. So you're asking me, you think that the 4th film will come out? Yes, I do think that we are going to get a 4th Madoka Magica movie. I don't think it's really a question of if. I think it's more so a question of when. I think it is inevitable that we will get a continuation, because I've read various interviews that the reason that the third movie of Madoka ended in the way that it did is because the creators wanted to figure out a way to continue the series. So they had plans to continue Madoka even before the third movie came out, and the concept trailer has been confirmed as being a trailer for the next work. So again, it's not a question of if we're going to get a continuation. It's really just a matter of when. Unfortunately, when we get a continuation in the form of a movie is kind of up in the air, especially with Magia Record. I think Magia Record, because what's interesting about Magia Record is that the story that is being played through in Magia Record is not over. So what I'm trying to say is that even though we're getting an anime adaptation, we're essentially getting we're getting an anime adaptation out of something that is still currently going on as of the time that I'm recording this video. So what I'm thinking could happen is that I feel like there is a possibility that we might get more than one season of Magia Record. I do think that the potential is there. Obviously, whether or not we get more than one season is going to depend on how popular this Madoka spin-off anime actually is. But I do think that if we're talking about whether or not Magia Record would have enough content to make multiple to make like more than one season, I feel like that's probably going to be the case, because again, it's still going on and there's a lot of different aspects to the story that has already been released. So if they're making an anime out of it, this could potentially go on for more than, in other words, we could get Magia Record next year, and we might get like a second season like the year after that. So what I'm trying to say is that while it is true that I do think we're gonna get a fourth movie, I do think that Magia Record is probably going to delay the likelihood of us getting another Madoka movie. At least that's what I think. So I think that if you're really wanting a fourth movie, I think it would really be good to try to find something about Magia Record that you can like and I guess attach yourself to. So yeah, I definitely believe that Magia Record, I definitely believe we're going to get a fourth movie, but I just think it's just a matter of when, and I think Magia Record is going to probably delay it a little bit longer. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna get one. Okay, so, and one of my favorite viewers in the very, let me like and favorite your comment. So I also got a comment from Swag Bunny, I want to say Swag Bunny might be one of the most loyal viewers I've ever had on this channel. But yeah, Swag Bunny asked me, you want Madoka questions? Are you back into Madoka now? Yes, Swag Bunny, I am now back into Madoka. That's why, yeah, I'm back into Madoka. That's why I decided to change my icon. That's why I decided to, that's why I decided to upload Madoka stuff again, like I uploaded the Hitomi theory and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, this channel has officially gone back to Madoka. But anyway, so, so I'm definitely back into Madoka. And thank you for the question, Swag Bunny. Anyway, so I got a question from My Surname Means When. What is your favorite witch design? Also, hope you have a nice day. Thank you! So my favorite witch design, I don't know if you guys, it's funny because I've never actually talked about who my favorite witch is in the Madoka series, but my favorite witch design is actually, if you guys remember episode 4 in Madoka where you had Sayaka come to Madoka and Hitomi's rescue, and I believe the witch's name is a witch by the name of Ellie. This has always actually been my favorite witch in the Madoka series. I've always been into her character design as well as the backstory that sort of comes with it, but I've always been a fan of the whole pigtail thing, as well as like the television screen. Like I just love like the concept of her being like this pop idol that turned into a witch kind of thing. So yeah, I would say Ellie has always had the most pleasing design for me. I don't want to give too much away about it because I do want to make a video in relationship to her where I will give more detail as to why I think she's great. So you can look forward to that. But at least for now, I can basically say that's my favorite witch. And Luna Heartphilia, who I'm going to assume is a massive Fairy Tail fan by this last name, And so she's basically asking me, can you name other anime that you like besides Madoka? So this is a difficult question to answer because I've been an anime fan for many years and I have watched close to 1,000 anime. So it's difficult for me to name, shows that I've seen because there's so many. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna give you guys 10 anime right at the top of my head that I really like, and yeah, and I guess if you guys want to know more aside from that, you can like stalk my anime list, which I probably have in the description of some of my videos. But anyway, so I'm just gonna name 10 anime for the sake of answering the question that I like. Just 10 random ones that come to the top of my head. These are not my favorites. They're just 10 shows that I like that I'm thinking of as I'm recording this video. So 10 shows that I like. Hunter x Hunter 2011, Fate Zero, Lovely Complex, Noragami, what's another one? Lyrical Nanoha, Princess Tutu, Bleach, Sengoku Basara, Love Delusions Chinibyo, and Death Note. So yeah, those are basically 10 shows that I just sort of thought of literally at the top of my head. As I said, I'm a huge anime fan. There's tons of shows that I like. It's just that, I can't tell you guys every single one in this video. So those are just like 10 top of my head. If you guys want to know more about my anime taste, then perhaps when I do another Q&A, you can like ask like more questions and let me know what you guys think about this. As I said, I like the idea of doing Q&As, and I want to maybe do them, more consistently on this channel where you guys can just ask whatever. It could be questions about whatever. So this is just the way that I kind of want to like engage with you guys a little bit more. All right, so I want to thank everybody who answered a question. If you're interested in taking and being a part of these videos when I do them, make sure to hit notifications and look out in your feed whenever I make an announcement. As I said, this is just going to be a way that I try to communicate with you guys a little bit more. Like if I do a Q&A, or if I do like a special poll, or if I make announcements where I don't want to make videos, I'm gonna like do it in this way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and look forward to the new videos that I'm gonna be uploading. This is Mami-Sexual signing out. Peace.